This is like a real show.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Yo, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Yeah, I'm on my weird way. Get it like Toby. You on my way, don't get cozy. Give me my trophy. Yeah, I had to pray. I had to kill off the old me. Yeah, had to focus a lot. I'ma shoot my shot, Kobe. Yeah, I'm on my weird way. Get it like Toby. You on my way, don't get cozy. Give me my trophies. Yeah, I had to pray. I had to kill off the old me. Yeah, had to focus a lot. I'ma shoot my shot, Kobe. Yeah, killing my verses, living my purpose. Yeah, killing my burdens, giving my service. Yeah, I had to pray, I had to kill off the old me. Yeah, had to focus a lot, I'ma shoot my shot, Kobe.
Yo, what's up and welcome to another episode of Unnamed Sports Show right here on Gorilla Cross Radio. Streaming live from downtown Las Vegas on GorillaCross.com, the Gorilla Cross app, and every social media platform that we have possible right here. I'm your host, Quan59. Got my man, Josh Williams, in the building. What's good?
What's going on, guys? How's everybody feeling? It's end of the week. It's nice to start having these 2 episodes a week.
Yeah.
So, you know.
We're going to have to get another piece of red tape for that jersey you're wearing. Cream's camera is crazy right now, but Cream is in the building. Frank, if you could turn that around.
Looks like he's barely in the building. We out here, though. We out here.
We out here.
Cream is not on the screen.
Cream is not in the building.
It looks like somebody who just got here at like 12:59. That's exactly what that looks like.
Pretty much.
I didn't wake up till 11:30 today. I'm not going to say why. Like, it's not like I was out late or anything, but
it's all good.
But
they're getting the cameras adjusted. I got Vegas Frank in the building.
And part-time cameraman.
Look how pretty he is.
Part-time cameraman.
Man, that's not even fair anymore.
Guys, it's good to be back with you 2 weeks in a row. We started a streak.
2 weeks in a row.
Boom.
2 weeks in a row.
I love it.
That's great. All right, and now we have new UFC fighter.
That's right.
He won a contract. We were there last year. We were talking to him a little bit earlier. Me and Josh were in the building. My brother was in the building last year for this fight. I felt like he won.
I feel like
a lot
he
of
won.
people felt like he won. And Dana White said if the judges would have got it right, that he would have gave him a contract last year. But he did get a contract this past Tuesday on Contender Series. I got my man Jordan Williams in the building on the line. What's good, Jordan?
All right, live now, like you said, finally got it this time around.
You got it this time, and you mentioned a lot that people weren't taking fights this whole year because they knew you were really legit a UFC fighter. You just didn't get the judges' call on that. But it was hard for you to find a fight. Talk about that real quick.
Man, so I mean, my managers went far and wide to find me some fights, man. For even people just to say yes. So the first fight that fell through was against KB Buller. He's undefeated world champion in his own promotion up in Canada. They gave me a 2-week or 3-week notice for that fight. I said yes. And, it was like a 6-week notice for that fight. 3 weeks into that training camp, I think they realized who they were facing, and they just pulled out. They said some type of injury. Next after that, my managers tried to get Anthony Adams, who fought earlier on the Contender Series. He lost a decision to Impa, and he didn't even say yes to the fight. And that was supposed to be 2 weeks notice in Denver, in his hometown. Like, he lives like in right next door, so he's already acclimated to the elevation. I would have made an elevation acclimation to the fight. Didn't even want it. Then they set me up with Kyle Stewart, LFA. Finally, someone says yes, LFA 84, but it's against a guy who's been in the octagon. Usually nowadays, unless it's for the UFC or someone who has fought in the UFC, those are the only people who had said yes to the fight. But then COVID had claimed that bout.
Wow.
So then, now we're talking to the matchmaker, my managers. Now they're talking to UFC matchmaker, like Mitch, like, yo, listen, I can't find my guy fight. And he had to talk to him, say, hey, we just have to put him on the Contender Series this year. Even though it is off a loss, technically, we got to get him in. And my managers pulled so hard to get me that fight. And ultimately they said yes to let me fight on the Contender Series because, as we all know, they owed me one.
Yeah.
So that's how long and hard of a process it was to get me a fight.
So have you not fought at all this whole year since your last Contender Series fight? Wow. Nothing.
Anyway, I've been training.
Yeah,
I've been training. But no one. It all fell through, and I can hear them, and they're talking about, hey man, Jordan might have some ring rust or nothing, and all that stuff. And I'm thinking like, yo, I've been training, and like I said no to. It's not like I said no to any one of those fights. Yeah. So on my mental ring rust had not a drop of rust on it. It was quick and shiny.
That's good, man. And you didn't look like you had ring rust at all. I mean, obviously in that fight, it didn't last too long. I think it was 226 in the first round. You took a couple shots at the beginning. You took a pretty hard hit near the beginning of the fight. It didn't really shake you. It didn't look like it shook you. But
it just woke me up.
It woke you up? Okay.
Got you into the fight. Right. Got you into the fight.
It got me in the mood.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
see the for those of us that don't fight Jordan, that right there would have been the fight. You know what I mean? But for someone that actually does like to fight, sometimes you guys have to get hit in the face, and at that point, then it's time to go. So.
Hey, like everyone has been asking on these interviews, how does it feel to be the smaller guys? Like, well, it feels like you got to get hit sometimes to close the distance. And if I tell you, like, it's dangerous to get up close, but you know what? You gotta get your range down, and I can't get my range against a 6'4" or 6'3" guy on the outside. You got to get in, you got to dip your feet a little wet, get your hands a little dirty, and then you got to wash it off with some contact.
Yeah. So when you first got that first hit on him, he was shaking. I mean, it looked like, he could have just fell right there. He stayed up. He stood up with you. He kept going, but you kept going. You just kept hitting him. I haven't seen that many combinations in a long time in the UFC. You don't see that a lot. What was that like? You just kept knocking him until he finally just fell.
Hey man, well, it was all set up. Yeah, I saw, or in the earlier in the beginning of the fight, he was actually connecting more, but a lot of the camera angles didn't show the damage I was dishing out too. Like, I was connecting on every one of those combinations where he landed something. I snuck something in there, and I was landing. I could feel it. Only me could feel it. And then there was one point where even Brandon noticed of a counter straight left that just landed. And I was thinking, like anytime I throw my left, it's kind of landing. Even on these Wilder's exchanges, I just need to get it out there. I need to find a way for it to reach home. And then when it finally did reach home, I heard him to the body with a body kick. So earlier when we were exchanged, I saw his arm drop down. His right arm was like, okay,
don't do that.
Don't do that.
So then he went for a common clinch, and my arms are up there. I pushed off him with my left, and so they're thinking my left arm is engaged just for contact to push. I throw the right uppercut to the body. That lands. He brings his arm down because his body's hurt. Then I throw the left again over the top, and that was that left that you're talking that stunned him and put him on skates. And then after that, I just wanted to keep him on that ice rink, you know, and I wasn't gonna stop until I saw red, or I was seeing red, so I wasn't gonna stop.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna stop until the ref came in there.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, Jordan, first of all, congratulations. Speaking of seeing red, right now you're seeing some green. You stepped out. Give me that contract. I wish I could do that to my boss. I'm gonna go knock out a coworker and ask for that.
I want a raise today.
I know
Give me
exactly
that
which
contract.
coworker I'm going to do it to.
Looking forward as you're preparing for what's going to be happening in October, what's the timetable now for a turnaround? I mean, we're right around the 20th of September, and it sounds like you're going to be fighting again October 3rd. Is that right?
Yep, that's correct. October 3rd. So, you know, this is my first time debut. Everyone's asking me like, hey, when are you flying out? I have no idea. They're right now we're at the process. They're still asking for my shoe size and what country I'm going to go. That's as far, you know, and then the rest of my time I'm spending with you lovely gentlemen right now. So like really, it's things are moving really fast right now. They're moving fast. And like you said, I can see the green. I can see the color change went from like dark red to bright green.
Well,
Wow.
very happy for you.
Yeah.
And before we got on the air with you, Quan had mentioned, you know, had that fight have happened in an actual UFC card, you would have been probably given fight of the night or given some knockout money. Are you looking for the finish? Is that something that you tend to look for? And just give us a little bit more information and insight on your thought process.
I always look for the finish, and I think my record goes to show that. And it just turns out that my finishes are knockouts. So I got heavy hands, and I always plan on using them. Now I am that smaller guy in the cage, so I know I'm usually going to have a higher output. I'm going to have a higher output against a bigger mass, you know, because getting the blood flow throughout those muscles and those bodies, it takes a lot out of them. And I think that's why his chin was a little bit weaker that night, because all the weight he cut. And he's a big dude. Like, even though you gain all that weight back on the scale, I know from experience that cutting all that weight is not good for your legs. I know your legs. He was on clear street. His legs were all wobbly when I knocked him because they already had nothing to have in the beginning of the fight. I saw him do a high jump knee in the little warm-up video. I was like, he's not throwing that in the fight. I know it. He's not throwing that in the fight. It looked cool. Thanks for that. But you're not throwing that. And the knees he did throw, I popped my head up away, and they never hit. They looked like they hit, but none of his knees even hit. Like when he was planted on the ground, came close to even doing nothing or landing. And that comes from just, me prepping. And that's I use that. That why, like Michael's business me said, like, dude, you got to let Jordan taking some heavy shots. And he just comes forward. He's still coming forward. He's always pressing you. Now, like that, what that does to a bigger guy, man. So he's like, look at you big mother. Like, you're trying to knock me out. You're landing, and I'm still in your face. And this is going to be the pressure all fight. Get ready. So I hope you have that power. I just took your best shot. Now, do you think you're gonna throw that best shot with that much popping in third round? I don't think so. I know so. So that's kind of my strategy, and that's what I prep myself mentally to get ready for in every battle. Is like, I got to either pressure this guy, get him tired, and if I get the knockout, great, early, great. But I really expect like later round knockouts against people. Now, when I want to go against higher quality opponents in UFC who know how to make that weight cut, and there are professionals at a higher level, I really feel like the later round knockouts are going to be a thing for me.
Now, you got really emotional after the win. Obviously, we saw it on TV. Can I get my contract now? Give me my contract. You were very emotional. Obviously, that emotion was probably birthed from waiting a year to get this opportunity again. But also in the post-fight interview, I believe with Laura, you got emotional about a wedding, and now that you might be able to push a wedding, the date closer. Talk about that. Because I got choked up a little bit, man. I don't appreciate.
Every man has his moments. And Laura, she went in there and dug deep. She did what reporters do and try to get you to have that little emotion. And she almost got a tear out of me. I caught it, but just like.
Are you sure you caught it though?
Hey, nothing dropped.
Okay, okay.
Let's watch the replay.
I'm gonna watch the replay.
On this thing, let's get it. But no, I came close. I definitely got watery-eyed, and when I called my fiance after the fight, she she was already in tears, crying, telling me I did it, and I'm feeling the warmth and how much it meant to her, even because it was happening to me, and like now we are experiencing this. Like I couldn't help but let some out then and there. I'm not gonna lie, I did have a good session with my lady over the phone, and I tell her, hey, all right, stop, I got this press conference coming up, we gotta straighten up, so straighten up. No, I got to have that emotion with my fiance for sure.
Good.
That's good, man. That's great. And you talk about it a lot. You type 1 diabetes. Doctors told you to quit fighting. And I just heard this on the fight on Tuesday. You did quit fighting for a while, and you end up getting sick because now you're not in the gym training every day. Doctors, they just want to throw you pills and be like, here, take these drugs. They don't want you to keep exercising and working out, but that's kind of help keep you going, right?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, who told you that story? I usually don't tell that one a lot. I was hospitalized for 13 days, man.
Wow.
I went to DKA. And the funny thing is, I was slipping. I wasn't able to find fights. The fights were going through, so I was just like hanging out with the boys. I get some drinks and some beers with them. And normally, what I do is if I do go drinking, it's some like hard liquor, because that's been proven not to mess with the sugar levels. It doesn't raise them. But beer has their carb count really messes with your distribution of insulin in the body that I don't even have. And once you do have it, it still messes with it. So I try to stay away from, the hops and stuff like that, because it just doesn't go well with diabetics. And that night I went to the fair, and they wanted to drink beer. I drank beer, and stupid me, I forgot my insulin at the house. And so we went the whole night. I went the whole night without taking insulin. I thought I'd be fine. The next morning, I woke up, I was vomiting everywhere, and I thought I had alcohol poisoning. So I just stayed in my room Sunday. And then like Sunday night goes by. I didn't leave. I didn't eat nothing for a day. And then I was like, man, I'm gonna have to call off work. I call off work Monday, and then I call off work Tuesday. I call off work Wednesday, and then Wednesday night I was talking to my roommate. So like, hey guys, I don't feel so good. I feel like, if I'm like this for another night, we got to go to the hospital. They're like, screw that. We're taking you now. You just gave us the okay. They took me in. I was so close to like reaching the other side that I don't even remember my trip to the hospital.
Wow.
I don't
Wow.
Drugged me. When I was in the hospital, they drugged me because I was trying to escape. And like, I was like a pro fighter, just trying to, escape dealing with that man's drug job. Don't even remember nothing. And I had to wake up. I was so out of it. I had to come to and realize that I was this monster, and I was doing this to people. My mom said she's like, Jordan, you were the worst case scenario.
Wow.
I done seen a lot working in a convalescent home. They throw poop on the walls. You didn't throw no poop, but man, you was giving them something to work with, I tell you. So to the point where the doctors saying they didn't think I was going to be in the right state of mind. Wow. They were telling my parents, like, dude, like, you might need like brain coaches after this. So it was a really fine line that I happened to cross on the other side of.
That's good.
Wow, man.
That's a good thing.
Wow.
Well, Jordan, now that you've made it to the UFC, I just want you to tell your fans, and maybe just also talk to yourself just about maybe some of your goals, both inside the octagon as well as outside the octagon moving forward, short-term goals, not necessarily long-term.
You know what? I was talking to my grandma this morning, and it's funny, the OGs, they just know without even knowing they know. She's like, you know what, sweetheart, we're going to take this one fight at a time. And that's just sort of a goal that, that doesn't need to be. And that's as long as one as it needs to be. We're going to take this one fight at a time, And then once we get that confidence, I already have the confidence. But once we get the world on confidence and the structure on our side, and the deals start to happen more in our favor and everything, then we go down that road. We'll talk with managers. Well, what's the long playing route, Yeah. But we're just gonna take this one fight at a time. So ultimately, that just means one knockout at a time. That's how we're gonna do this.
All right, that's Jordan Hill, new UFC fighter, middleweight division. Doesn't cut weight at all.
That's a lie.
Okay. Okay, talk about it.
my plan worked to a T. I tell you, when I heard those commentators like, oh, Jordan Williams weighs as heavy as when he's walking around at 181. Gotcha.
Okay.
That's because I walk around at 190 to 195.
Okay.
So you do cut some weight.
Cut.
Okay.
I cut down to 181 because I had the weight. I extra 5 pounds underneath the weight cut. I woke up that morning at 185, right? Because I walk around at 190, 195. I weigh 185 after a workout. So that was a very strategic plan that I put on place there. I wanted them to think that they're going against the body that weighs soaking wet 181 pounds. But really, when I just eat a good meal, I can weigh 195 if I want.
Okay.
But it's just the weight. It's all water weight, so it can just it just fluxes. So, but that's still weight, the extra weight of man that guy has to deal with. That he's not expecting. Yeah. So it's too much weight to cut the 170. I do not have 20 pounds to give on that, but I do have an 11 to 10 pound cut that I can do for you. For it. And it just worked out to my T. And I really feel like they didn't expect the strength of me coming in there, with what I brought.
Yeah. So Bisping is a liar. He does cut weight.
They're just misinformed, and I can't just pull Bisping off to the side if I don't have that star, because I don't have that star power yet.
No. Hey, let the lie live.
Let him live, baby.
He don't cut weight.
Yeah, let people think that.
Let that
He'd be
breathe
a
life.
mythical figure.
He
just wakes up and fights.
Then. Exactly. I say that now, but it's like if it can only help my career if people just still think I'm that 170, that 181 person. So whatever.
Yeah. Well, they know now that you're not. So
yeah, exactly.
the cat's out the bag.
Hey, baby, I got the contract.
Hey, that's all that matters now.
We are good now, and anything. And now we're at the point is and if you got a story, we all know those are the people who get told. They're the people who have a story. So I already have them with the diabetes. Now I got a little bit extra with the weight cut. I think things are gonna go good with the publicity that it could bring.
Cool. And I know you got to get going in a second here, Jordan. You're on interview tour today. How's that felt, man? I know it's probably overwhelming, but exciting at the same time.
No, it feels good. It feels, recognition that I felt like I've long deserved. And it gives me a chance to explain to people that everyone's all talking about this sizing, right? About me and all these on this interview tour, if you may, like you said, there's been all this talk about my size, my weight, and about the weight cut or the lack of weight cut and all this diversity that I'm gonna have to face with that. But you know what? No one's flipping the other side of the coin is why aren't these big dudes knocking me out?
Yeah.
Why haven't none of them knocked me out yet? Y'all see my fight pace? I go forward every fight.
Yeah.
I fought 6 fights at 185. I knocked out 5 of them. One and the 6th fight I didn't win, but I had him on skates in round 1 and 3. And my face was battered. My face, he was picking up jabs, but that's because they're 4-ounce gloves. So you're going to cut, Nick and Nate Diaz, I'm a type 1 diabetic. When the doctors say I bleed easy, they weren't lying. I do. But you know what? But it's like, so I went to a fight. I left that fight with so much damage that you would think I got rocked. I didn't get rocked once. I came coming whole fight. Why can't you guys knock me out?
Yeah.
And the answer is my brain is hydrated. My pistons are firing. You know what I'm saying? Like the move that I can slow down matches more. I can have full conversations with myself during the fight and have full thoughts and be like, am I going to use this or not? And that only happens when your brain is hydrated and when it's running at its best functionality. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
And you can take a bigger punch. Period. Point shown in the last 6 fights.
I'm excited, man. I definitely am happy for you. Just seeing that whole year and going through that, and finally having that contract. I know it feels great, and just your energy, man. I love it, and I really think you're going to be great in the UFC. And the fact that you can call yourself a UFC fighter now has to be the best thing in the world.
Hey, Quan, you're not lying, man. It's the best thing in my world, and in the world I plan on providing for my family in the future. And I thank myself. I thank all you who actually recognize it. I thank my management. I thank everyone for just making this thing possible. Like you said, it's been a long, drawn-out year. Through injury, I broke my knee, and I had to pull out of my first Contender Series fight. That's something that we didn't get to. But you know what? We made it through. We got it.
Wow.
We got the job.
Third time's a charm, like Dana White said. So he's now in the UFC. Before we let you go, man, we're going to get into some other sports real quick on our show. So I want to know from you, what's your favorite football team? What's your favorite basketball team? What's your favorite baseball team?
Man. Some of those categories are not doing too good. But, Packers, they are doing good. They won. But my number one team is the Falcons. I grew up in Wisconsin, so you think Packers would be number one, but it's the Falcons. They lost, my favorbe baseball team, Brewers, baby. Brewers. Okay.
Go Cubs, go.
I'm from Wisconsin, and then the Milwaukee Bucks, man.
They're doing really good right now.
Some things. We made it to the playoffs. We didn't play the playoffs right, and apparently they didn't play, Giannis right. We might lose him. So, I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that they work out a deal. They find another powerhouse player that has a shooting IQ that can keep Giannis doing the big physical work that he does, and hopefully that we can keep Giannis on the Milwaukee Bucks. Like, that's my biggest concern right now.
It's dope. That's Jordan Williams, UFC fighter, right here on Unnamed Sports Show. Jordan, we appreciate it, man. We'll definitely get you on again, get a little more in-depth interview and talk more about your life and other things you have going on. But good luck, October 3rd. He's flying far, folks. So make sure you check him out October 3rd. If you guys have not seen the fight or at least the clip, you have to watch the clip of the knockout, which it was everywhere. It was on SportsCenter. You had it everywhere. It's all over social media. But the knockout was great. So if you like knockouts, you're definitely going to want to watch that. But watch the whole fight. It doesn't last that long.
It's 3 minutes of your life.
Exactly.
That's
right. So make sure you check it out. Jordan Williams, we appreciate it, bro, and good luck on your endeavors going forward.
Congrats, Jordan.
Thanks,
Hey, guys.
Jordan.
Hey, guys. Hey, gentlemen. Thank you much for having me on the show and letting me plead my case of why I deserve to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bro.
Appreciate it, man. That's Jordan Williams, UFC future champion right here on Unnamed Sports Show. Excited to have him on and excited to have Kareem on.
Hi, guys.
Kareem, I will say one thing I did just learn from Jordan. Apparently, we need to have more hydrated brains.
Listen,
hydrated
brains.
Because he was like, yeah, when your brain is hydrated, you could. I was like,
listen,
dang.
And,
never looked at it like that.
Hard liquor. I've been trying to tell y'all for years about the hard liquor.
That's the better stuff.
You've been doing
definitely better.
Kareem's been doing great with that.
That's better for you.
His brain is hydrated.
I was like, yeah, hard liquor. He was like, yeah, it's good for you. I was like, it is? Oh, cool. Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's why Kareem has it for breakfast every morning.
Kareem's doing great.
Depends on who's breakfast. Well, your breakfast is my dinner. Anyway.
Just because it's at 9 a.m. don't mean I wasn't up.
That's your breakfast.
Hey.
I ain't wake up till 6 p.m. How about that?
Now you like them.
Listen, we are here live right now, Unnamed Sports Show. Got Vegas Frank in the building. Got my man Kareem in the building. Got Josh Williams in the building. If you guys missed the live interview with UFC fighter Jordan Williams, make sure you check out the replay. And we will have the interview by itself on YouTube also. So you can always check that out. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. We appreciate it. Listen, man, a lot of sports going on. There's a lot going on. We're going to get into the NBA soon, the NFL. We're going to do our picks for week 2. How do we do in week 1? I didn't do great in week 1.
Did we pick winners and losers for?
I don't think we did. Did we pick winner? I thought we just did over.
Oh, we just did over.
We didn't because I thought about that halfway through the day, and I was
I
like,
thought about that on the way home. I was like,
no, I didn't.
We didn't do picks at all.
Did we pick?
I think we picked the Thursday game, didn't we?
Yeah, we picked the Thursday.
Maybe that's
game.
the only one we picked then.
And we were all right.
Yeah,
nobody was wrong.
It was going to be hard to get that one wrong.
The first half didn't take. So.
Yeah. Some WNBA news we'll talk about as well. NHL hockey, the season's over, so we don't have to talk about that anymore.
It's over.
It is. The good thing about your team losing right now in the bubble playoffs is the season starts again in a couple months. So
yeah,
truth.
You get to jump right back into another season, which I almost feel bad for the winner of the Stanley Cup because it's already getting overblown with now football's back, NBA playoffs. It's getting pushed to the side, so it's a little sad for them and even the WNBA, which has had some amazing games right now. But I feel like the champion is going to kind of be a champion just kind of there.
They don't.
But they're not going to be as remembered because they're not going to have a lot of time to celebrate and take the Stanley Cup all around the place.
Exactly.
You know?
Because think about just think about the Stanley Cup tour. The Stanley Cup during the summer, during the off season, goes to everybody's family.
Yeah, they're going to
People have
tour
a
it
day
from
with
one
the cup.
house to another and then have to get
They're
back
gonna
to
zoom
it.
it.
They're gonna have a meeting with the cup.
There'll be a visit.
Yeah, you have a media
And plus,
visit.
it's not even like
You can't even touch it because of social distance.
it's not even like traditional hockey cities
You
either.
can put a webcam on this.
Unless the Islanders win, it's right now it looks like it's Tampa and Dallas. It's not even like traditional hockey cities for it to even be remembered like that.
That is
you know
true.
what I mean?
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow. Rough. New York did. It's 3-2 right now, I believe.
Yep.
Barry don't play games. I keep trying to tell you. I'm so.
Did he ever tell us that?
I don't remember.
I don't
No,
think, I don't think
you-
I've ever heard
you-
him say
you like-
You said
Barry
you
don't play
keep
games.
trying to tell us. Like, did you start telling us and like slip?
I mean,
like,
listen.
I don't understand.
He does that a lot.
I do talk to other people than you guys. Jeez.
Well,
You should tell them. No,
call them up.
Just saying.
Hey, whoever Josh told that to, please call him.
Okay.
You can call in on the radio show 702-608-3259.
Also, you have no other friends, just us. That's the way it is. Thank you.
Dang.
Yeah, there's
Dang,
That's right. No one else.
well,
Vegas-
Dave,
Vegas-
Steve, and Todd.
No one else exists in your world. Just us. Thanks.
Just the
Dave-
chat group.
Dave doesn't wish to
Chat group,
exist
that's it.
in my life.
Dave's like, I don't even
Dave,
want this.
I don't wish to be
I don't
here.
even want this.
I'm
Dave's
just here.
somewhere mad right now for no reason.
At his own team that probably won.
We won by 35, Dave. No, but
Yeah.
our third down
Yeah, but
percentage.
did you
just
see that? Did you
wasn't-
see that 1 3rd and 3?
I hate Josh Allen. I don't care. I don't care if he can run.
changed the game by then.
The game was over, Dave. You're up by 35. Still,
Sure.
Belichick.
So we will be having Regina King on sometime soon.
Oh my!
Well, now you got a connection.
I got a connection.
On your mind,
oh
hey.
my God.
Funniest thing ever.
Yeah,
we'll tell
let's
that story on a later date on a later show.
Yeah. Let's
All
do
right,
that.
we're gonna go through some fun stuff with the NBA, right? The names of Paul George.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna pick our favorite name for Paul George, and we're gonna call him this for the rest of the summer at least. Well, it's not summer. For the rest of the off season.
It's not
Okay.
summer.
All right.
Until
fair
next year.
enough.
We can't call him Paul George ever again.
No,
We can't.
he
do that.
has to have a 50 points average for a whole series.
Yeah.
Well, not with all these nicknames, we can't call him Paul George again. We got too many options now.
Listen, in
Yeah.
fairness, I'm pretty sure I came up with COVID-13. I think the internet totally stole that from me.
Totally.
They didn't credit you.
They did not. You know what? It's a thankless job being this fantastic, Frank. I'm telling you.
All right, so I'm gonna pull up the names, and we have to pick one of these.
I got
and we
mine.
all have to agree. Well, no, we can pick our own. No, we have to
we
agree.
can pick our own.
Or
We
we
can
can
pick
pick
our own,
our
but we
own.
have to call them that. Like,
We have to call.
you
them.
can't
Okay.
call like if you decide on this one, that's what you're calling
You
them.
got it.
That's that.
Not a problem.
All right, so these are the names we could choose from, because he calls himself playoff P, right?
That is
Which
not
he's
the one.
done not much in the playoffs. He chokes a lot in the playoffs. He had a couple good series way back in the day
When he was number 24.
yeah, before his foot went into the Thomas and Mack
Yes.
and
When his foot went into the Thomas
and
and Mack.
departed
Before
from
the
its
Thomas
leg.
and Mack, before
Uh,
Thomas Mack claimed his leg.
So here's the new names. Playoff P. That's the name he gave himself. I refuse to call him that. He was garbage in that series, and he's holding a brick. Way
Yes,
off
please,
P.
Please point out the brick because
Okay,
we literally all didn't see it.
They didn't notice it until after,
Until
after
like
you brought
30
it up.
minutes later. I was like,
All right, scale of 1 to 10. We'll rate all these names scale of 1 to 10.
okay.
Way off P.
I love it.
I give
That's
it a
That's a
6.
7. That's a 7.
Okay, I give it a 6.
Okay.
Frank,
Like a 5.
a 5.
Yeah.
way off. Oh no, that's like a 7. That was like
7?
that was like the first one that I heard that I
Way
didn't,
off.
that I
It
didn't, that I
sounded
didn't
too.
make
It
up.
sounds too close to me to playoff P.
Yeah.
Nah.
Which is cool because you can it rolls off the
Well,
tongue
that's-
a little
I
bit.
think that's
No,
the
that's
point.
true.
It's supposed to
Yeah.
sound like it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it a 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
They can't just be like, "Hey, your nickname's Playoff P. What should we call
We're
you?"
trying to change
way
his
off.
rating.
Disaster
Way
P.
off,
Like,
way
hey,
off P. How about way off P?
I give it a 13.
Am I right?
Yeah, a 13. I give it a PG 13.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man,
Next one. Play awful P.
that's so good.
That's
That's a 9.
That's easily a 9.
That's
yeah.
a 9.
that's my favorite. I think that's a 9 or 10.
Yeah.
It just makes me laugh every time I see it.
Josh. Playoff will pee.
Playoff.
That's a solid 8. That's an 8.
Playoff poo. I give that a 4.
Nah, that's not.
that was a 3.
The word poo is just funny. But other than that,
It is. Yeah, that's the only thing.
also, Jordan Williams said poop twice. That's all. Let's not forget that. I almost had to take off my headset.
I just lost my pen cap.
Oh,
All right, next one. Pandemic pee. For the times.
At the
For
time
right
when it
now, I
happened,
mean,
yeah.
it
For the
applies.
time,
It's-
that's true.
It's still only a 6, though.
It
to
was
me.
good when it came out, but other ones would come out better. But
That's true.
the first time I did see that, I was like, man, they just call this man Pandemic P. You know what I mean?
That is true.
That is
For
true
right
at the
now, it's
time.
great, but a year from now, probably. Well,
That's true.
hopefully.
Well, no, a year from
yeah.
now, you'll know about it. It's
36 months.
It's the
Could
year
be.
of the pandemic. So,
Could be.
all right, poverty P. I give that a 5. I mean, that's not.
He's
Yeah,
not
that's-
broke.
Yeah,
He's not broke. Yeah, he's not
That's
broke.
the last thing he is.
Actually,
That's
I'm dropping that to a
1.
2.
That's
That's
a
I'm
one.
giving a 1. The only thing,
That's a 1.
The only
Yeah.
thing broke is his jumper.
Wow.
And this one might be my favorite one. Playoff pie.
That's so good.
Because he was 3 for
That's
14.
clever.
Oh, I didn't see
You
the
didn't
3
get
for
3 for 14.
14. I
You see,
saw
you
the
didn't get
playoff
that.
pie.
Yeah, that's
but I
really
didn't.
good.
I didn't actually. I was like, why are they calling him pie? So
Yeah.
I was like, that's not that funny. But Todd was saying how funny it was. Now I see 3 for 14.
14.
That is great.
That's so good.
That's great.
That's a 10, bro. That's a 10.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
clever.
That's my favorite
so
one. That's
clever.
a 10.
that's a 10.
But I don't know. Can we say that? Will everybody get it when we say it, though?
See, that's
and
the
that
thing.
one's hard. So
Not
I don't know
everybody.
if that's the one I would actually
9.
call him, though. But
That's
it's
what's
still
a
great.
9.
Yeah, 9. It has to be a 9.
All right, okay, so it's a 9, yeah.
Our group will get it because they're all very intelligent.
Very true.
Well, we're not just talking to ourselves, hopefully, Frank. And that's
I'm
not the
just-
point of this.
Josh
this
is only
show.
talking to us.
Well,
we
there's
just went
that.
over that.
yeah, we
that's true.
did.
That's
We did.
correct.
Dave's
I
mad.
stand corrected.
The next one, George Paul. This one's hilarious to me. I don't know why. It's just
I don't
hilarious.
understand why they
Why
called
is it
it, but
so
it's just
funny,
funny.
Reed?
Because they just reverse. Like he has 2 first names.
He does have 2
and
first
so you
names.
just reverse it. And I don't know why it's so funny.
I
but
don't
it
know why
is.
it's so funny. George Paul.
But I laugh every time I read it. George
and,
Paul.
and to be fair, this might be the one time Dave's not mad because we're just dragging
No, he's
George
probably in a
Paul
good
right
mood.
now.
He's smiling right
This is-
now.
George Paul is that. I don't know why, but I'm giving it an 8 because it makes me crack up every time I
don't
see
know
it.
why it's good, but it is. I'm gonna give it a 7.
All right, 7.
7.
Josh.
6.
Okay. All right,
Sorry.
next one. PG 13%.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite. 13%.
That's definitely a 9 for me.
That's-
Also,
That's
a
a
9.
9. That's a 9.
Oh my
PG 13 misses.
That's
good.
mine. That's
That's a
mine.
good one.
That's a good one.
It's a 7 to me though.
That's a
I
7.
think there's some better ones, but I give it a 7.
Actually, I think I was PG 13%. Dang. It was one of the 13s.
All right,
But
well,
moving
you
on.
don't remember what
You
you
can
like.
think
yeah.
about it right
Moving
now. I mean,
I don't
which
want
one
to
do you
ride.
like
I don't want to
more?
ride on. You know what I mean? He already said he's got that one.
So
I'll go 13.
You could
misses.
have the same. We could all have the same.
yeah,
one.
we could all call them the same thing.
It's not a draft
We're
where we have
not
to
gonna.
draft a name.
Right. This one,
All right, Frank.
he didn't.
Yes.
Just,
We might
he
have to
didn't-
share
He
it.
didn't beat to the stage.
You beat me.
he just beats me.
I'll
All
share
right,
my
the next one we
13%
got
with you.
PG 13 reasons why.
That's really good.
That's
That's
13
really good.
uh,
It's gonna be hard to say that many words at one time, though. Every single time I
Yeah.
say it, but that's really good.
that one is good and kind of sad at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
He makes excuses for everything. My shoulder,
Well, I don't think that's what the show's about, but
my back.
Okay, Dave. Next one is the last one, COVID-13, which I think is
Oh, wow.
hilarious. I
I
give that
love that one.
another 9.
that's definitely a nice, especially since I
Very
made
good and clever. It's clever.
Man, which one? I'm not sure which one I'm gonna pick. Cream, I'll let you go first.
It's between COVID-13 and Play Awful P. Play Awful.
See, when you say it
When I
out
say
loud,
it,
it
it's so
actually
much-
is.
it's
It is pretty
hilarious.
good.
Funnier.
It is pretty good.
Which one's a
I feel like COVID-13 is just like, man, that sucks. He does suck during the playoffs. Play Awful 13?
Play
That's
Awful 13.
that's it. Play Awful P. That's it. It's too. It makes me giggle.
Which one of these do you think that you would hear the TNT guys use when they're commenting on him?
I think
When they do like the gone fishing stuff.
I think way off or playoff.
Way off P. That one is quick.
The
and
playoff
it's-
It
will
is
be
hard
sound-
for me to
does
get rid
sound-
of COVID-13. That's hard for me
pretty
to
good.
get rid of.
Well, it's hard for a lot of people to get rid of COVID.
Well, it's hard for this country to get rid of it.
But
Anyways.
Biden said he's going to do it. So, anyways, I'm going with playoff.
I know who's not going to.
I have nothing. So wait, so you're going which one?
I'm going with playoff OP.
Playoff OP. All right, so 2 playoff OPs and 2 PG.
Are you writing this down?
No.
Oh,
Noted it.
All right, who you got, Josh?
13%.
PG 13.
And Frank, who you got?
PG 13%.
Okay,
We're sharing it.
you're sharing it.
Yeah,
All right,
we're buddies.
Share.
We're
Sharing stuff.
brothers.
we're buddies.
We're
All right.
happy and we're singing.
So
One
now-
is not cold.
Now let's talk about the series. A lot of people are tuning in like, what are you guys talking about? We don't know. We haven't been on the
we're talking
internet in
about
3
COVID.
days. The Clippers gave up a 3-1 lead in the series, lose to the Denver Nuggets, who 2 series in a row come back from 3-1. Doc Rivers is the only coach in the history of all sports, I think, to lose 3-1 series 3 times.
Man, that's
Holy
history.
smokes.
Aren't you proud of him?
I didn't hear that.
Oh, he did with Orlando.
Yeah.
That's his
Oh,
third time.
awful.
That's when
That's
Tracy
three times.
McGrady, when they were up 3-1, said
Yes.
it feels so good going into
Going
the
to
second
second
round for the
round,
first time. And he didn't get to the second round until 4 years later.
Wait,
Right.
What, 4 years or
It
was
was a long time. It was a long time
it was
before
a
he got back to
while.
the
No,
second round.
but he didn't. He was
He
hurt.
never. Yeah, he
was
never
hurt.
was on the second round.
That was when Rockets played you guys, played
Oh.
the Lakers, and that was
And
when,
he
that
wasn't.
was
He wasn't the guy.
Well, he was there, right?
That
I
don't
mean,
count.
he was there.
So technically,
I mean, technically, he went to the finals.
Technically,
too,
he was on the
technically.
finals, and I still have the meme where it said whether I'm in when I go in the game, either the games we winning or we losing. we either won the game or we lost the game
Man,
already by the time I check in.
One of those things are going to happen. You are going to win or lose, though. So that's
That is
pretty,
correct.
true.
Or tie, like White Man Can't Jump.
But 3 times
It's a quint.
that's happened. That's
crazy.
very hard to have happen, and he's done it 3 times.
I mean,
It doesn't happen a lot in the NBA.
I was about
come
to
back
say in the
3-1.
NBA, it's only happened.
Hockey
maybe
is it's
yeah,
something
every year.
It happens
Yeah.
like once at playoffs.
Yeah, at least one.
I
team
know when
does
it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Mm.
Good thing we're up 2-0 in the third, guys.
Yeah.
And
Felt like we never got another possession after that.
and nope.
Not a one.
Thanks, White Cloud, for hitting it out of the stadium.
Oh, is that Dodgers?
Please.
Dodgers news?
What's happening?
No,
What?
yeah,
No?
I don't know.
Oh.
He was like
I don't know.
he
who
was
White
like
Cloud
one of
is
our
for the
best
Dodgers.
players though. So
White Cloud's a great
he's
young
gonna
player.
be
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
Sounded
no
like-
blame on anybody. It's
No,
it's.
it
I
happens.
mean, you got to score goals. We jumped to hockey randomly.
Yes.
And we're jumping back to the NBA.
We're back to me.
Denver. I mean, Clippers. What can we say about them? And we blame obviously Kawhi and Paul George had the worst second half I've seen by 2 superstars ever in a
Ever in my
playoff
life.
game, especially a Game 7. People have been crowning Kawhi as the best player in the league since last year. Playoff awful P.
Playoff. Kobe
Looked
13.
garbage. I mean, they combined for 24 points. So, shout out to Kobe.
Yo. Yeah.
I did see that. I did see that meme.
But
I
what
saw
what
that.
are they now? I mean, we look at the 2 superstars, but this was supposed to be the most stacked team in the
Right.
league. They got Marcus Morris. They got Montrezl Harrell.
And they were.
Look, I'll say this.
Say
Kawhi
it,
for
please.
the entirety of the playoffs really didn't look great. He really I honestly think for the majority of the teams, if you really watch them play, a lot of them had problems with the superstars outside of the few, whether it was Dame Lillard or, a few of the superstars were really playing out of their minds, but then quite a few of the superstars never really got it all the way right. You know what I mean? Like James Harden played well, but Russell Westbrook didn't.
He did not. You're
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Giannis played well, but then who else
Middleton
played?
only had that
Who else
one
played?
half-
Who
that
else
one
played with
half.
him?
Yeah,
that
So-
one half a game.
You know what I mean? Like every time I watched them, I was always like, because last year Kawhi was out there killing with one leg. Like if you really watched him, he couldn't do certain things well, going certain directions. His leg didn't fire in certain ways, but like he still just didn't look right. And I just kept waiting for him to look right, and he just never really looked right. So I think people are jumping the gun from jumping off his bandwagon a little bit, but I'm interested to see how they come back from it.
Is this lineup, do you think, going to be the same next year? Do you think they're going to make
I don't know their
moves,
contract situation.
shift some pieces around, or
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta look at
I'm
their contract.
interested.
They can't trade any draft picks for the next 10 years.
right?
I mean,
They gave up a lot for Paul George, and
They did.
I think that's the biggest part
Who?
of this. I mean, play awful P.
there it
Play
is.
awful
There
My
it
bad.
is.
We got to put $1 in the jar every time we
Yeah.
mess up.
I almost did it.
Oh,
Play awful P. They gave up a lot for this guy, young assets and a lot of draft picks for, a 2-year window, which is now only a 1-year window.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ballmer has a lot of money. He's not the other previous owner that we won't mention his name, Trump
Voldemort.
or something.
Voldemort.
But they have a 1-year window now, so Kawhi could bounce after this year.
Do you think he will?
It's Kawhi. I have no idea what he thinks.
Yeah, how you read that guy?
Fair.
No idea.
Fair.
But he signed a 3 with an option for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't sign that to make sure he stays there. So I think it just depends on, you know, where this team goes.
Yeah.
And honestly, maybe how much blame he gets for things. Maybe if he's getting all the blame, even though he's doing what he's doing, maybe he doesn't like that in bounces. But, I mean, it's L.A. He's been wanting to play in L.A., so.
I could see him opting out and being the heir to LeBron after that. It's staying in L.A.
Wow. That's an option.
I mean, who knows with him?
I'm also interested to see how things go in terms of the new Clipper Stadium, because that new arena also helps keep players, want players to go there. Like, that new arena is going to be crazy. So that's also something else to consider as well.
I mean, will it be crazy, though? I mean, the arena itself, cool, but, you know, I had my friend Terrell, who called in a few weeks ago. He said that Clippers disappointed the city of L.A., and I'm like, no, they didn't.
What?
The city of LA doesn't care about the Clippers. No. So even if they get a new arena, what's that going to do for them?
Well, but it helps give them their own identity. Like,
I mean,
in
true,
a
they'll be
lot
out
of ways,
Staples Center,
yeah.
and they're not in the sports arena anymore.
But I'll put it to you like this: at Staples Center, when they go to play a game, they cover up everything. They have to put up special stuff for them that makes it feel like home.
What do they put up for the Clippers?
No.
Like they don't do when the Lakers play.
Nothing.
Cover up all the Clipper stuff.
Yeah, they don't have to cover up anything.
What are they covering up? Their banners?
Their banner.
What they get a banner for? Inauguration season?
Yeah.
A playoff spot? Right.
Can you cover up that World Be Free jersey up there?
The Buffalo Braves.
Can you cover up that Olawa Candy jersey, please? Thanks. And that Clipper Darryl jersey?
Can you please cover up Clipper Darryl?
You just cover him up?
No Chris Kaman love, please. Thank you.
Will there be an Olowokandi statue in front of
the
Olowokandi was a statue.
Wow.
Will he just be standing in front of the new arena then?
Then he'll just be standing there.
He'll just stand there.
Handing out raffle
Corey
tickets.
Maggette and Darius Miles doing
just
this.
Doing
Perfect.
There's no way Michael Olowokandi could do that.
And Lamar Odom. Never mind.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are horrible.
Had to go one too far.
Everybody's always one. There's always one.
And Quentin Richardson.
Sure.
Yep.
That was a good team back then. That was
a
exciting
team. Very exciting
They're
team.
fun,
they were fun to play with online, for sure.
Wow.
What? The video game.
OnlyFans.
Oh.
I wasn't saying nothing about OnlyFans. I'm saying what? NBA 2K.
Why does his voice get extra high pitched like Mickey Mouse? I didn't say anything about OnlyFans, Minnie. But you need to get on there because we're losing money.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry. You made me think about South Park.
Oh gosh, that's gonna be great.
That is my favorite episode.
Okay.
Hi, Mr. Mouse.
Listen, we got a phone caller live on the line. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Kevin from Chicago. What's going on, guys?
Kevin from Chicago. What's good? How you doing?
Pretty good. I just want to call and talk some NBA playoffs.
Let's do it.
So I called in probably about a month ago, and I said, these 1 seeds, they aren't impressing me. I said, Milwaukee hasn't impressed me. Lakers, look for the Miami Heat or Toronto to make a run. Toronto put up a good fight, but they lost in 7. But the Miami Heat, they proved me right. They've been looking real good. I like the way they play. They're just all around team basketball, Pat Riley style. So got to give them a shout out.
Yeah,
and I got to give them a shout out to Jokic because the way he's been doing it, the way he looks, it's just something I've never seen before.
Yeah.
What a goofy dude.
You just call him fat?
Goofy. He's a goofball.
Goofy. No, I mean, listen, he's been killing it, and I mean, he's been great. Jamal Murray's been great. You know, he's the light-skinned guy. He's been great too.
What?
It's been good. And listen, we could seriously have a Miami versus Denver NBA Finals, which
and I would be excited.
It would be a great series.
It would be really fun.
I don't want to see that happen.
It would be the least rated series ever, but it would be fun.
I don't think it would.
Know.
I don't think it would.
Man, hell yeah.
Least ever? San Antonio and Detroit?
It ain't that because there's
Man.
nothing else to watch.
Well, there's a lot.
There'll be more
watch.
people that watch San Antonio, Detroit than
I don't think so.
Denver, Miami.
Oh, I would love to watch that.
I'd have to see the numbers, how the numbers have been. Right
I
now.
feel you.
Us, we would watch it, but I don't know if that's going to grab the
All
national
seven.
attention.
Adam Silver is
All
definitely
7 of Josh's friends would watch it.
Yeah.
Adam Silver is definitely hoping for a Lakers Celtics. I think. I think all the
I think he'd
ratings
take Lakers, Miami, but
Lakers Miami
he
too.
would
So
take
here's
that.
the thing that would be LeBron's first time playing against a former team in the finals, obviously. So it'd be different because it's in the bubble.
It took them 6 years, huh? He left in 14. It took them 6 years to get
He got
themselves all the
there
way
in
back, right?
He got there in 50.
Yeah, 14 was last year.
14
Left
15,
going
14,
into
15.
15, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
All right.
Yeah,
So
but the thing is,
who do you have winning it all, Kevin? What?
right now it's hard to bet against the Lakers. Just Anthony Davis, I feel like he's going to be. It's not going to be LeBron James. It's going to be Anthony Davis.
Yeah, because
he's
LeBron's
just
been horrible.
Yeah, it sucks.
No, it's not that. It's just I feel like he's a tough matchup. The athleticism. I don't think Jokic has the speed to guard him. I think he's going to have a real problem with him. So I think that's the matchup they're going to exploit. I feel like there's a lot of guys. Jeremy Grant, I think he can slow LeBron down. I just don't think they have anybody to slow down Davis. But I feel like the narrative.
Jeremy Grant can slow LeBron down?
Yeah, Jeremy Grant, Torrey Craig, I think they can slow him down.
I think what he's saying in terms of
That they
slowing
can
him
hold him
down is
under
just
45?
make him work. No. Look, if you get 45, but you had to take 50 shots to get there, God bless.
LeBron who?
But do you understand what I'm saying? No, but do you understand what I'm saying? Like in
I
terms
understand
of
what you're saying. I don't understand who you saying it about. LeBron?
Oh, God.
That man's
LeBron Jenkins from down the
as
street?
Jason Williams would always say, JeBron James. That's what you'd always
LeBron
say.
James.
Who's supposed to be stopping that
player,
man?
though. Davis has been their best player by far.
Well, okay, no.
But my thing is, people are only even talking about the Clippers. They're not talking about the Nuggets. And Mike Malone outcoached Doc Rivers.
Oh,
And
of
the way they
course.
played,
I think I
way they
outcoached Doc
played-
Rivers.
Yeah, and the way they played, though,
I agree.
it's total team basketball, moving the ball. And the Clippers, it's star ball, isolation, pull up, get a jump shot. And it's all about the Clippers. They're not talking about the Nuggets. I don't like that. But as far as this game tonight, Miami Heat, Boston Celtics, I saw someone tweet today. Who said it? Deru or something. I don't know what his name is, but why are people acting like Gordon Hayward is Winter Soldier? No one's worried about him.
Ain't nobody worried about him. You're right.
Winter Soldier, that's
He's a
great.
big factor, man.
Yeah, like he's a
I
Winter
feel like
Soldier.
He may be the X factor to push them over. If not, I see Miami winning this series. They really missed Hayward in that first game because if you've gone and watched earlier in the season, Hayward blew him out of the water. So people, they forget how good he is
Yeah,
and how much of a factor he can be.
great white guys in the NBA.
Now it's not about that.
Don't let him troll you,
Not
man.
about
Don't
that.
let him troll you.
let him
Don't
do
encourage
that.
him. Don't let him troll you.
Kevin, who's your pick for to go to the finals out of Miami and Boston?
I like Miami.
Cool.
Goran Dragic.
There you go. There you go.
I'm telling you what, he's another guy. He got no love. He's another guy who just kind of looked under the radar last
Yep.
time. He
No,
got
he
29
is.
points.
He definitely is. You're right about that.
I'm so
He's
done
he's a quarterback for this team, and everybody likes to talk about Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, but I think he's been the most consistent player for their team all season long, all playoffs long, and he's just another guy that gets no credit. They want to throw him under the bus like he's they were going to get rid of him. They're actually going to trade him. And look how good he's been doing, but I'll leave you guys to it. Take it easy.
Yes,
Cool.
sir.
Thank you, Kevin.
Appreciate the
Kevin.
call, Kevin. Yeah, right here. Speak like Unnamed Sports Show.
Oh,
My
no.
bad. Call in 702-608-3259.
I'm trying to figure out why Quan's got me on the ISO cam.
Why?
Well, I'm over here
why
laughing.
you out?
Why am I on the ISO cam?
That's just
I'm the
rude.
one that you take
Why-
completely off right now. Oh my God.
Shout out to Kevin, man. He's a loyal caller of Unnamed Sports Show and Let the Ball Bounce, and we appreciate it. If you guys want to call in, hit us up 702-608-3259. Once again, that's 702-608-3259. Download the Gorilla Cross app. We have live shows every single day, a couple days a week. I mean, a couple times a day. A couple
weeks?
We have every day is
What is
every
happening?
once a month. Every day, once a month.
Yo, I'm here.
We're gonna
and
get through this.
I'm
Couple
here,
weeks
and I
a
don't
year.
even know what that schedule just was.
Land
Like,
your
we have-
plane.
We have a couple shows a day. every
I
day.
know the schedule, and now I feel like I don't know anything.
But we are here live every Monday and Thursday, 1 p.m. West Coast time. And we've been having some good interviews, man. We just had Jordan Williams today. We had Leonard Ellerby. We'll be putting that full interview up soon on YouTube. But we had him in the studio on Monday. So it's been fun, man. We've been getting some people. But, all right, who's your guys' pick? Miami and Boston. Who wins this series? And he was saying they missed Gordon Hayward. But what they really missed in that game was a three-point shot at the end of regulation.
Exactly.
It shouldn't have been you got to get a better shot than that. And then the block shot, Bam Adebayo. I put that up there, definitely
That's
top 5 blocks of all time. I think that's my favorite just because of what it meant. The fact
he
that
saved my ticket.
his hand was all the way in the rim.
Yeah, no, he could have got his whole forearm split trying to block that joint.
I mean, and clean. There was not even a question of,
No.
he could have been. It was super clean. As Tatum, there was no way he could even argue that. He knew that himself. That's as clean as you can get.
And you know what? If you're Tatum,
Clean
man,
is the bottom of my J's.
I don't know what those look like, but
Boom.
if you're Tatum though, like
Thanks.
you did the right thing. though. He actually got by Jimmy, and you see that rim.
Oh yeah.
What they
of
always tell
course.
you got to go up strong. He did the right thing, and hey man,
He was going
sometimes
for
it don't work out.
the win.
Them guys on the side get paid too, and he's probably thinking, "There's no way he's gonna block me. He's got to at least foul me, right?"
That was for the tie. Because they were down.
They
two at
would have
that point.
tied. They
That would have tied.
They
That would
would've tied.
have tied. That would have
Yeah,
tied.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Miami wins that game in overtime, and they were down in
overtime.
well, they were down most of the game.
Yeah.
Came back in the fourth quarter. Like I said, horrible shot, ISO shot.
Yes.
I don't get that.
But then the fact that the last shot of the game, Tatum almost made that joint, man. Like what?
Yeah.
He hit the ground, takes one dribble to stand up, and just launches that thing, and it was online.
It was
online.
It was. I mean, my whole thing, I'm still upset that the refs even allowed him to get the free throw to tie the game to go to overtime. Because
Oh,
remember
my
it was
goodness. Don't even get me
Miami
started.
was up 1. Miami was
Yeah.
up 1 coming out of the timeout. They had what I think maybe like 20. I think they had 20 seconds. So Boston could have run the clock out, which they ended up doing. And they what was it? It was a defensive 3. It was a defensive 3 second.
Nah,
right?
they called the
What was it?
offensive foul on the inbounds.
That's right. It
When
was
Marcus
defensive
Smart-
foul. Defensive foul. It was defensive foul because they had the ball. They were inbounding.
They had the ball.
They had the ball.
Correct,
It was a held player to give them 1 point.
I wasn't a held player. It was Marcus Smart flopping. Like, I just decided I want Miami definitely to win this series. I cannot watch him. I cannot watch him in the finals. Can't do it. Can't do it.
I think either team will be. I mean, all 4 of these teams right now are great, but
they'd all deserve to be there.
yeah. But I mean, obviously, as a Laker fan, you want to see Lakers Celtics again.
Yeah, no thanks.
But Lakers Miami would be a really interesting series. We've never played them in the finals. I play. I'm a Laker.
You are a Laker, Quan. You're a part of them.
I am.
They're a part of you.
I bleed purple and gold. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna go that far, but
Yeah, please don't ever do it again.
According to what you're telling Kevin, you could probably coach the Clippers, so you might be the new
There you
coach
go.
of the Clippers.
I mean,
you
listen,
might
man,
have to change some.
I don't know what you're gonna call. I
I'll-
don't know what you're gonna call to make them
I would trade
hit
Kawhi and
more
Paul
than
George
0
for,
shots in the fourth
Dragic and
quarter.
Hayward.
Of course.
You would what?
That's a given.
Oh no, nope.
That is all
That's
white.
all right with
So-
me.
It's all right with me.
That doesn't quite sit with me.
Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard.
So, do Lakers win in 5 or 6 against the Nuggets?
I think 6.
I'm not saying a word because I really don't know.
Well,
'Cause
predict,
I've-
Josh.
well-
None of us
Oh,
know
great.
anything.
No.
Uh,
I would know. What I mean by that though is
So you don't know?
we've thought. Well, no, but I mean
Definitely.
we've thought that they were dead twice.
Yeah.
And they've come back from the brink 2 times now. So I'm not putting anything on them.
No, like seriously, we literally have like
Like it was like, oh, that series is over.
This is like we've all texted like 3-1. I don't know how they get out of this. Like
Series is over.
what against Utah? We were like, yo, how are they getting destroyed like this?
Series is over.
And you look up, and then the Clippers won. They were down 3-1 and down 20.
To the Clippers, down 20. And that's the thing. It's not just that they
crazy.
came back down 3-1. They were down
They
game
had
5
moments.
and 6 big.
They had moments
In
where they
both those
really
games.
could have just folded their tent and went home.
And Kevin is right about one thing. We are more talking about the Clippers losing than the Nuggets winning, but that's only because it's so funny.
Well, it's also
It
because
is
everyone crowned them as
hilarious.
champions when they got Paul George and
That's
Kawhi.
what makes it funny.
Because
And
we
so,
didn't come
of
up
course-
with 14 nicknames for Jamal Murray when they won the game.
And not only that, it's a team that has talked so much mess.
They
And the
talk
people,
so much.
but the people talking are the people that were there last year and got ousted in the first round. Then you get to bully. You get the neighborhood, the best players in the neighborhood to come play with you. Now all of a sudden you're talking a lot more.
Yeah.
It's not you guys. You guys brought in the best players.
Yeah.
And you're talking so much, and
Have
you lose. So
have you ever been that
after
guy? Have you ever been that guy at pickup? Like, where it's like, you just got the ringers, and it's
we
like,
all have.
oh, blah, 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 blah. It's like, hold on, bro, you just lost 3 straight
yeah,
games.
and guess what?
you got picked up.
And when we lose in the ringers, people gonna laugh at us too.
Exactly.
Same way
Shoot,
we
that's
are.
true.
Just,
My
this
gracious.
also happened. Right? Remember when? Was it Marcus who was on the Clippers?
Yeah, Marcus is on the Clippers. Markeith is on the Lakers.
I'm sure I remember that tomorrow. I won't.
The former Wizards. That's why
I'm definitely not gonna remember that at all. But Marcus was. They were up 17, and then he's at what's the power forward's name on Denver?
Paul Millsap.
Oh,
Paul
Millsap, yeah.
And he's in his face
Yes.
doing that fake Marcus Morris tough guy thing, and then he says, "Well, enjoy going home."
Yeah, and they ain't losing
And they
games
have
since.
not.
Wow.
They have not. They didn't win
And
another
Paul
game
Millsap
after that.
just lit it up.
Yeah,
He got mad. He lit it
And
up and
killed him.
You don't talk so much.
or if you do, I don't
Talk.
mind anyone talking, but if you don't back that up, you are going to get made fun of.
And also, don't be like the ninth guy they brought into the team and be the one saying, "Enjoy going home." You didn't send me there.
You got signed in March.
Yeah,
You
you're
got
just-
you were
on
a
the
waiver
street.
wire.
You were on the streets.
You were a waiver wire hire.
I'm from these streets. He was on the streets.
You
It's
got
different.
there
We ain't the
right
same.
before COVID.
Yeah, like
You
a
might
week-
have brought
like
it
a
there.
week
before
10
COVID.
days
You might have
before, I
brought it
think.
there.
Oh my God. Were you a COVID pickup?
Well, with regards to the Nuggets, though,
Here's Frank, guys.
hi.
Hey Frank.
With regards to the Nuggets, though, are they're sort of redeeming themselves in a sense? Like we're talking about not seeing them, like, not being interested in seeing them play potentially in the finals. They're sort of growing up and giving us a resume right before our eyes, so that when they do, if they get to that position where they're actually playing in the finals, you've been watching them kind of grow up right in front of
Yeah.
you, to where Murray and the Joker have become household names now.
Yeah.
Or household bubble names. You know,
Bubble names.
And you know what else happened? They also haven't lost since Porter Jr. went to that press conference. It was like,
I need the ball more.
Right.
That's basically what he's saying. He didn't really say that. He was like, listen, we got to make sure we're all threats. And then even Dame was on Twitter like, hey, Rook, don't be saying that in public. What's wrong with you? Well, guess what? Ever since he said we all need to touch the ball, they haven't lost.
I like Porter Jr. I mean,
I don't
we
wanna talk about
keep
it.
talking
I do
about
too.
we keep talking about the Nuggets like they're the future, but they might win it now. They have a bright future. They're going to be good in the next couple years.
The future might be in 2 weeks.
They have a really good squad. Jokic has been good for a long time. We're seeing obviously the birth of Jamal Murray becoming a star in this league. They're a great team, and they're very deep, and they've drafted so well. They've taken
really well.
chances on Bol. They've taken chances on Porter Jr.
Yeah.
that a lot of people passed up on.
I'm still quite mad about the whole Porter Jr. situation.
I like Porter Jr. on the court, but off the court, I like him about as much as I like Herschel Walker. I'm just going to say that and leave that right there.
You don't
All
like
right.
Herschel Walker?
You do?
Of course. He's freaking Herschel Walker.
Man, you don't read a lot of news.
What?
You don't. You just don't.
He's Team MAGA.
Oh.
Whoa. Is he?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my goodness. He's not. This isn't a secret.
He speaks at conventions.
Oh.
Literally spoke at.
He spoke at the RNC.
Like, he was a very friendly man when I met him.
I mean,
I choose to not
Of
have to
course, he
always
thinks you're
just-
one of them good ones.
No, he shook my hand, looked me in my eye, and we
So he
had a
thinks
good
you're one of-
conversation.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. He thinks you're one of the good ones.
Oh, God.
All right. Anyways, back to not politics.
Listen, I didn't bring all that up. All I said was I like as much as Herschel Walker, and I kept it there.
Yeah, that's.
I literally said.
You opened the door.
I literally said
I did
I'm
not
just gonna leave
open
it at
the
that.
door.
I literally said I'm gonna leave it at that. You brought up that phrase, not me. All I said was you don't read a lot of news, and he could have just went and read news after this.
I will.
But you decided it was time to inform
You
him.
people?
You decided it was time to.
people.
It was you decided it was your
You?
turn.
What do you mean
to
by
make,
you?
To make him woke all of a
Woke.
sudden. This ain't woke radio.
Woke
Quan.
radio. Unwoke radio.
Unwoke sports show.
That's Speak Life, actually.
All right, moving on.
Never listen again.
Lakers. I got Lakers in 6 against the Nuggets. Yeah, I got Lakers in 6. I got Miami and Boston going 7.
That's going to be a hard one to call.
But
Both
I
of
do.
them are.
I will say. Oh man. I'm gonna say Miami wins that series. I think that game 1 was a detrimental game to Boston.
Yeah.
So I'm taking Miami in that series.
I think I like Boston in 7, and I think that it's going to depend on what they get from Kemba, and Tatum needs like 3 or 4 games where he's got 8-9 boards, 28 to 30 points, and assists, and he's got to have some big plays, some big moments, because Tatum, we talk about this guy. Remember when he was a freshman? When he was
Freshman in the NBA.
His rookie year when they're playing LeBron in the finals.
Yeah.
And he took it right to LeBron, and I think the guy is mature beyond his years. I love Tatum.
Yeah, he's great. He should have been the first pick.
He should have. I mean, for me, it's. I think that Miami probably gives the Lakers or whomever a better shot simply because they're young players. It's like they're playing and they don't know any better. Whereas in Boston, I feel like they still need more seasoning. Like in big moments in games, they'll take bad shots. They'll rush. They'll have a defensive lapse and give up an easy bucket in big moments. And Brad Stevens, for as much as we've all anointed him to be,
Not me.
I
Not
know,
me.
but just in terms of the majority of people
Yeah.
out there, they speak of him in such glowing terms. He does make some adjustments sometimes that are incorrect.
Well, we talk about the
hold
end
on,
of the
though.
game. That the end of the game. That's not a good play to draw.
Hold on, though. Let's not forget, though, that he did get the play call that got Tatum a wide open path to the rim.
Oh,
he just got blocked.
Yeah, no,
Things happen.
I'm not saying last game. I'm just saying in terms of we're talking about a full series. You know what I mean? Like where I might make a couple mistakes that might cost us the game, which end up.
All right, but
All right,
costing
just
us the
take your
series.
picks because we got to move on to the NFL.
Yeah, I already did. I said mine.
LA in 6, Miami.
Okay. There we go. Now moving on to the NFL, we got a big week ahead. Right now, and starting with tonight's game, which on paper you look at it like I don't care about this game, but I want to watch Joe Burrow, and I'm gonna watch it while I'm doing Into the West comics with Frank.
Hey, shout out.
But Bengals and Browns tonight, Thursday night football. Let's do our picks for the week, man. Like I said, Joe Burrow looked great. We talked about it on Monday. He looked great on Sunday. I'm expecting another, just Joe Burrow performance. I don't see him having many bad games, to be honest.
The question is, are we expecting to see another Baker Mayfield performance?
Ooh.
Because let's not forget that there's a lot of pressure on that dude now, man. This is
A whole lot.
This is going
whole
into
lot.
this started to turn into a real thing. Like the whole year last year coming in, they were supposed to be the it team.
Yep.
And then
They weren't.
him wet in the bed all year,
Yeah.
and then to show up like this in week 1. I'm just saying, I bet he's happy. This is a Thursday game. Like I don't want to think about that game all week.
Get it out of the way.
Let's get out of here. Let's move. We're on to Cincinnati.
in
Yeah,
football,
both teams are on one, but obviously it's a lot more detrimental to the Browns to go 0-2 than it is the Bengals. The Bengals don't have expectations except let's see what
be
Burrow
better.
is going to be in the future.
Just
Let's
be
see
better.
how good he's going to be
Yeah.
this year. They can win 3 games and it could still be a successful season for them,
Yeah.
depending on how good Burrow looks for the future.
Sure.
But the Browns, if they go 0-2. But one of the bad things about it being a Thursday night game, now you have to hear about it for 9 or 10 days instead of only 7 days leading up to the next game.
Yeah. I personally think that the Bengals are going to do it. They played really well in that first game. I don't know. I still just don't believe in the Browns. So we'll see.
I'm just done
Yeah.
ever picking the Browns ever again.
Yeah.
Every single time, like, well, this is the game where they snap out of it, and you know what? It's not gonna happen, or maybe it will, but I ain't gonna be the one who picks it.
You're
when it
not
happens.
you're not gonna pick.
I'm going to be the one.
This is in
You
Cincinnati,
gonna
right?
pick the Browns?
I'm going to
No,
pick
it's
the
in
Browns.
it's in
It's
Cleveland.
in Cleveland.
It's in Cleveland on Thursday. Oh,
I'm going to pick the Browns.
dang it.
I'm not off that corner yet. I'm going to say Browns tonight.
And
Are-
forever.
I'm picking.
Bengals are going to get.
I'm picking the Browns. Joe Burrow's first roll.
Bengals are
I'm
going to
taking
get
the Browns.
blowed out. I like
I'm not
the
going that
the
far.
Browns by double digits tonight.
Okay.
Wow, and it's -6 for Cleveland
Yeah.
is
I-
the spread.
I teased that to plus 12.
Boom.
We'll see where we're at.
Good
Oh,
team.
Cincy plus 12.
Mm-hmm.
That was a stupid question. I don't know. Of course, Cincy plus 12.
And I'll take the Browns winning this game too. I don't think it would be a blowout, but I do think they're going to win the game. Yeah.
Mike Pouncey also done for the year
Oh.
with a hip injury
Oh boy.
for the Chargers.
Ooh.
I was trying to get
That's
that
not
out for
good.
about a good 8 minutes, but I'll move on.
Well, we're on football now, so
I know. I was waiting.
You were doing what
trying to
it
get
out.
that one out.
for a good 8 minutes?
Good 8.
Hey, good for you.
Oh,
My
I'm
mama
sorry.
watched the show, man.
What? What are you talking about? Oh, you thought?
Oh, I hate you. Moving on.
Wow.
Let's go.
Josh,
Moving on.
Josh, you got
Moving
your
on.
mind is just somewhere.
Oh,
This is
that's so it's mine. My
Yeah.
mind, huh?
Yeah, you're the one that brought it up.
Yeah.
All right, Giants versus the Bears. 0-1 Giants, 1-0 Bears in Chicago. Who you got, Frank?
Bears. Giants are
Horrible.
kind of a mess. Saquon doesn't like to get hit, and he doesn't look like he wants to do any run blocking
Or running.
or running.
Uh-oh.
Roethlisberger had more running yards than Saquon on Monday
Oh.
night.
Who-
I only know that because he's on my
Yeah, I was about to
fantasy
say,
team.
is that who you got for fantasy?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
also got Jacobs. So
That's true.
Yeah.
Saquon ruined my year
Jacobs.
last
Oh.
year within our group, so I was not going to make that choice. Make that mistake twice.
I think we're gonna see that a lot of teams are gonna be running like that against Pittsburgh. That defense is
Stout.
legit.
I got the Bears in this game, Josh.
Bears.
Bears steamroll them.
Yeah. All right, next game, the Falcons and the girls.
Cowboys.
It's in Dallas. I'm going with the Falcons.
wow,
Whoa,
I got Cowboys.
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 All right.
What's the spread of that
I
game? You
will,
know?
I will win that one.
You know what's the spread of that game?
4. -4.
Cowboys -4.
Yeah, Cowboys -4.
Cowboys -4 too.
We got the Lions going into Green Bay to play the Packers. I got the Packers.
Tougher. I think it's the Packers, but the Lions, they tend to be in games.
Oh,
like
gosh.
even as
This is every year with
yeah,
them.
yeah. I mean, like
Ah.
they should get blown out, but then they'll lose by 4 or 3, and it comes down to the last possession. So
I would just stop. If I was a Lions fan, like
I would stop as a franchise.
you got to ask yourself, like, does this make my life any more fun? It doesn't. I would just, you know what? I'm out. I don't need this.
I would hate that because I've been
I
a
don't need
fan
this.
of good teams my whole life.
yeah, real
Um,
convenient.
no,
Show
it
some
is.
character, Quan.
Hey,
Go get on the Lions bandwagon and see see
No,
what
I'm not
that
gonna
does
get
for
on
your
I would
life.
just quit. I'd just be like, you know what?
I've had the same
That's a
favorite team
dedicated
my whole
fan
life.
base.
Dedication.
Except baseball. But I don't know how I would deal with that.
That being said, I'm taking the Packers.
Yeah,
Packers.
All right, Jaguars and Titans. Wow,
You say Jaguars?
8.5.
Jaguars.
both 1-0.
Oh.
Jaguars.
Where is it? Is it at Tennessee?
Yeah, at Tennessee. I think that's a tough game to pick.
8.5 minus 8.5. Tennessee. That's crazy.
I'm taking Tennessee's gonna walk over them.
Tennessee.
Walk over them.
I don't know if they're gonna
Just
walk.
the way they play, they're gonna just wear them down. I think they'll keep it close
Yeah,
for a little bit.
Yeah,
But then at the end, they pull away. But
I'm tired of
but
hitting Henry
but it is right. It is a short week though. So for Tennessee,
for Tennessee. That's,
That's
right.
true.
so that's one
right.
thing you gotta take into account. So they might have to actually end it early
Yeah,
or try it.
I got the Titans in that game.
Titans. I'm wondering how many times the Titans are gonna hit, like their games are gonna hit the under. Like
Oh yeah.
there's
Yeah.
They keep kicking like that, all of them.
yeah.
Wow,
Oh, got
And I also wonder, like,
that was horrible. By
that
the
was
way.
terrible.
We
That
didn't
was
talk about that because we did the show Monday
terrible.
morning,
Yeah.
afternoon.
yeah.
Yeah.
I always also wonder too. Like, I remember when people were talking about resigning Derrick Henry, and I'm like, they gave this dude like 700 carries last year. And you would think they'd try and take a little burden off this year. No, First game,
no.
they were like, there's 30 more.
Hand them the ball.
Uh-huh. So I wonder how long that's going to last because he's still a human being, still going through 30 car crashes a day, a week. I mean, it don't seem like it, but he is.
31 carries, 116 yards.
That's not even
And no touchdowns
good.
from the one. One touchdown, and I
No.
win the matchup. Anyway, let's move on.
It's not all about you.
It is.
All right,
Quan.
Vikings
Okay,
at the
Tupac.
Colts.
Somebody's got to
Vikings
win.
at Colts.
Someone has to win. Both
Oh,
teams. I'm looking at
gosh,
both
I
teams
didn't
like,
know.
sweet
All right.
Christ.
I got the Vikings
I'm
in this
taking
game.
the-
I don't like Rivers. I just don't. He's older now. He still gives the ball to the other team a lot.
As does Kirk Cousins, but I'm gonna I'm gonna go with the Vikings too, and simply because I teased them as well, and I think I'm.
Okay, we don't
Yeah.
care about your betting.
Yeah, we don't
Cream.
care. But Kirk Cousins, when there's no expectations on him, like he's going in there as kind of like the underdog. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Vikings.
I got the Vikings, even though the Colts are my sexy pick.
What happened here? The Colts are your sex pick? Is
My
this,
sex
is this Tijuana?
Yeah.
What?
Is Tijuana Frank?
Again,
Get
my
in the
mother
van.
watches us on air.
Mama Williams. I meant sexy pick. Kwan's taking a nap.
Why did it get so quiet right
Oh,
after?
no. That's good
Oh,
stuff.
man.
I don't want to know what you do in the bedroom, Frank.
The
Wow.
Vikings and Colts.
Colts.
Oh,
Who's your
gosh.
sex pick?
He meant to say pick
Phillip-
six. Pick six. That's what he meant.
That's what I
Phillip
meant.
Rivers has 9 kids, so maybe that's what he meant.
Well,
That's what I was
yeah.
thinking is
There's
that
a lot going on there.
there's a 9th child on the way, probably.
No, legit. I think there really is a 10th child coming.
There more than likely is.
No, I'm
I'm
serious.
not joking.
Yeah, exactly.
I was dead serious too.
My
Pick
chair
sex.
hydraulics broke.
Well,
Mhm.
you did.
I did.
The blue chair. Frank broke it. All right.
I broke Kwan's chair by what I said.
The next matchup, Bills Dolphins.
Okay, you start doing
I
it.
was-
Well, I
okay,
mean,
I
I
was
was
like-
you were working on the chair. You know what I mean? You got your NASCAR pit crew back there. I was making
Working on
sure
the
we
chair,
kept
huh?
the show moving.
Oh,
That's
he's a
carpet crew.
maniac, man.
Oh, man.
See it there? Thank you.
I did.
Working on the chair. Go.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so scared.
What is she up to these days?
Still looking great.
They're having a reunion show.
Sex
She's
tape.
on the Saved by the Bell streaming show. Still Saved by the Bell.
Is it
whatever it's
on?
called.
Oh.
No, they are. They're doing
Yeah,
something on
yeah,
Peacock.
yeah.
She's going to be on it.
Huh. Fair enough.
She'll be dressed.
Screech won't be doing it.
No Screech.
Screech had a rough fall.
No,
He
no
had a rough
Screech.
winter and summer and spring. All right, we got next game. We got the Bills versus the Dolphins in Miami. I'll take the Bills, man. I mean, yeah, Bills. I don't even want to analyze this game. I don't care. Bills.
I kind of do.
I'm going to tell Dave you said that.
He's mad.
He's mad always. Bills, but the
Favorite.
Dolphins are not a bad team.
It's the perfect
We're a
time.
good
This
team.
is the perfect time to. That's true. They're just a team.
They're a team.
And wouldn't it be weird if somebody was named that? A team. That'd be weird, right?
That'd be so
That'd be
weird.
so stupid.
If
Why would anybody
somebody
do
just,
that?
we don't have a name. We're just a football team.
That'd be so
Yeah, that'd be
stupid.
dumb.
Why would anybody do- that'll never happen.
It
Forget
would never
Forget
happen.
I even brought it up.
Well, that would never happen in professional sports.
no. Why?
Because they would at least come up with a
Because
team
they
name,
would have
right?
so much time to come up with one name.
Even
You-
if they had to change their team name because of, let's say, racism or
Or
anything like
something,
that,
right.
they
But-
would.
but
They would have a name
think of
already in the.
you would think
you
they
know.
could think of something less racist, but I
Exactly.
guess not. So,
Yeah.
We did football team.
but again,
If we can't be racist, we'll just be the football team.
you won't let us be racist. Well, here you go.
Nothing.
Nothing without being racist.
Can you get your red tape? I don't know what is going on over there.
I don't have it.
Anyway, this is the perfect time to go against Josh Allen. I'm taking the Dolphins.
Oh,
Fair enough.
I'm picking the Dolphins.
okay.
Dave is also picking the Dolphins. I'm just gonna throw that in there. Fly that in there.
Oh,
All right, next game
Ooh.
in New York,
Ooh.
in New Jersey, actually.
Ooh, baby.
49ers
Oh, it's lit.
coming in beat up
Oh.
against the Jets. I got the 49ers. I'm not happy
I'm not happy
because we are very hurt.
We are
have
very
a
hurt.
lot of players not playing, and then we have one player not playing very well who leads the team. I do got the Niners winning because Jets are that bad. If this was against an average team, I would take the average team. But this is a below average team. So I'll take the 49ers.
What do you mean you would take the average team? You said 15-1. That means the rest of the year
They don't.
we
lose.
win.
They don't
He
lose.
said-
Well,
He said
because
if they
I'm
played
taking the
this week-
49ers.
I never.
He
lose.
said if they played an average team
This week.
this specific week,
This
because of how
week.
injured they are.
Okay.
So
I would take the other team.
Oh, okay.
But they're not.
But they're
playing
not.
a below
Way
average
to
team.
run to your man's defense.
It wasn't. It was.
I just
he
said
was
what
actually
he said.
helping you
exactly.
understand.
Yeah,
Because
I was just repeating what he said word for word. That's cool.
You're mansplaining it.
Oh, I understood. Moving
Obviously
on.
not.
The Niners
We
win
don't have
because
to move
they're
on.
the
It's your turn.
Niners.
It's your turn. We don't have to move on.
The Niners win. Okay. Moving on. There was no analysis.
Niners.
I have a question. No, go ahead, Craig.
It's Niners versus Adam Gase. I'm taking everybody in the world.
Could have just we
versus
could have just
Adam
started with
Gase.
that.
That
Yeah.
was great. See, that was perfect, Kareem.
Offensive genius.
you know,
I'm sorry, I wasn't
It's a
perfect.
thankless job.
Anyways, Frank, let's see how perfect your analysis is for this game. Let's see if Josh approves.
It's approved, Frank. Move on.
Wow.
What game?
I don't know.
All right, cool.
Adam Gase.
Adam Gase.
Gase versus Shanahan.
He's a genius.
Oh gosh,
He's running Le'Veon Bell into the ground.
Oh gosh.
Literally.
He's taking this game off. He's like, you know what? I'm hurt.
No, Niners are upset. I think they're going to be dialed in. They're going to win this game, and they're probably going to cover at 7. So I think they'll cover.
10 a.m. game. Woof. Yeesh.
That's hard, but they'll.
No.
I think
Next game, Rams
sex pick.
going into Philly
That's
for
sex
the
pick.
sex pick against the Eagles.
boom. Pick 6.
Big six.
Rams at Eagles, huh?
Rams at Eagles.
Hey, how about that?
What's your pick, Quan? You go first.
I got.
Oh, I thought you took this over.
No, I backed
okay.
up.
I think Rams are a lot better than they were last year. I'm taking the Rams in this game. I don't trust the Eagles right now. I don't. I don't. That's it. That's my analysis.
After
I don't
watching what Washington did. There, I'm just starting to say Washington more.
Well,
Washington
that's
did in
the
the
name.
first
Well, that's their name.
They have
no,
no other
football
name.
team is the name. Washington is where we come from.
Joshington. is
Anyway,
Johnny.
To Josh
I think Aaron Donald wreaks havoc on that interior line. So
Ooh, I forgot.
so I'll go
You
with the
forgot
Rams.
about the best player.
No, I forgot about the O-line problems.
Their own line is
Oh, yeah,
really,
yeah, yeah.
really, really in bad
It's
shape.
like
and
a,
it's-
it's
and
like
it's-
a O.
and
You
it's
just
all
walk right
yeah,
through.
and then it's all on the inside, the inside interior lineman.
Yeah.
It's all on the inside of the O.
Solo screen.
This is awful. Stop.
So-
Don't do me
solo
like
screen.
that, bro.
Solo screen.
Anyway, man, I know what I saw Sunday from both them teams. I know what I saw, so it looks like I should totally pick the Rams. So I'm taking the Eagles at home.
Mm.
I know what I saw, but this is the NFL. This is just how
No,
it is.
This
and
is
it's the
actually
Eagles
Gorilla
home
Cross.
opener.
Well, yeah.
Eagles home.
Well, you
opener,
said
too.
we for the Lakers, so I'm saying we are the NFL.
I think
And-
there's going to be some
but
more
not Marshall.
acting from Ramsey, and
Oh gosh.
Rams are going to pull out a road win, like the Rams this week. I think the Rams,
Pull it out?
we may have underestimated them.
Y'all may have underestimated them.
What did you estimate them?
I estimated them as I took the over. I know that.
Did you? I thought didn't they have 9 wins? You took over 9.
Nah, they were 8.
Don't underestimate me. I want you to estimate me.
That's right.
Maybe next time you'll estimate me.
Next
I'm
game.
not overwhelmed or underwhelmed. I'm just whelmed.
I'm just whelmed.
Yeah, very whelming right now.
Next game, Broncos going to Pittsburgh against the Steelers. I think the Steelers look better. You know, Roethlisberger is back for now. We'll see how long that old man lasts, but he looked decent this week. So I'll take Pittsburgh at home.
This one's tough. I think that the Broncos have a lot of weapons. We talked about their weapons when we were doing our picks, and Jerry Jeudy looks great.
Looks great.
KJ Hamler is another one that's quietly going to be looking pretty good.
The Hamler burger.
The KJ Hamburglar. I think I'm gonna go with the Broncos just to switch it up.
At Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
You're right about all his weapons. I just don't know that they are letting Drew Lock go enough, and I think Pittsburgh is going to pound them and eventually pull away.
I think the defense is going to be the difference. Steelers.
All right.
Good. I finally got one where I was the only one on the other side.
That's totally a good thing.
Great. Another one, Josh, will be on the other side is Panthers versus the Bucks in Tampa Bay. In
Why would I be on the other side of that?
why not?
Let's find out. Dun, dun, dun.
The Panthers. I'm taking the Panthers.
Okay,
Oh,
John
well,
wants
then
the Panthers.
you're on the other
I'm
side.
not. I'm
Top
not.
of
I'm
the
not. I'm not.
Okay, well, we're all taking the Panthers. Who do you got?
I have the Bucks.
Okay, cool. You're on the other side. I got the Bucks now, but I didn't earlier. But now I do. I got the Bucks at home. Tom Brady. I mean, I think it's going to be a blowout.
What's the spread of that game?
A lot.
8.5.
8.5.
8.5 at Tampa.
At
Tampa.
Tampa.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I would take both. To take Tampa and
And
the
Tom?
points.
Oh.
Yes, Tom. I'll take Tampa and Bay.
And Bay. Frank, who you got?
Sex. I got the Bucks at home minus 8.5.
We're going to start putting Frank's takes on Vegas Side Media.
Frank Steaks.
Frank's takes. All right, next game, we got the Cardinals against. This has no mascot. What's going on with this?
Has a W.
Oh, at the
Oh,
move on.
Wu-Tang Clan. Cardinals against Wu-Tang Clan in Arizona. I definitely have Arizona in Arizona. Arizona is much improved this year. They beat the best team in the NFC last week. So I got them in a blowout. The Wu-Tang Clan has no chance.
That's what they thought the first week. I definitely have the Washington
Ooh.
Washington again. I think that I don't know. Yeah, I think we have a good shot. I don't think Arizona's defense is good enough.
Good enough for what?
We'll see.
Wow.
What a lot of people
That amazing
didn't
Washington
see,
offense.
what a lot of people didn't see while Carson Wentz was peeing the bed and being terrible last week was that Haskins still did not look good. He didn't look great. And he was those two quarterbacks were like the 26th and 27th rated quarterback last week. So that's still something to keep an eye on. I'm taking Arizona. What's the spread on that one?
6.5.
I don't know if I'm ready to take Arizona at like big spreads. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I don't know if they're ready for that yet, but I would
Had to back up a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe more like 3. Maybe 4 or 5.
Go with like a 4.5 or something.
4.5,
6.5,
5.
like a touchdown. I could see it happening, but I ain't gonna put my money on it.
Frank, who you got?
That's like a 27-24 game. I like the Cards by field goal.
Okay. Next game, Chiefs. I got the Chiefs. Yes, Chargers.
Don't even tell them who they're playing.
In
For
Inglewood.
future reference,
In Inglewood.
for
They're playing
future
it-
reference, no matter who the Chiefs playing,
Yes.
I'm
Yep,
taking the
taking
Chiefs.
them.
Yeah. So Chiefs in Inglewood at the Great Western Forum against the Chargers.
The Great
Mhm.
Western
Yep.
Forum.
Slam dunk.
Chick Hearn.
It's in the refrigerator. The door's closed. The lights out. The eggs are cool. The butter's getting hard. The jello's
Oh, this
jiggling.
is jiggling.
Chiefs.
Okay.
And then Stu would be like, "It's all right, chick." Be it. Be the whole thing. It's all right, chick. Thanks, Stu.
Oh,
Anyway, what's the spread in that game? It's $1 million.
8.5.
8.5.
Whoa, take that.
It's in Kansas City.
It's
No.
No,
it has
it's
to be
in
LA.
Inglewood.
It doesn't matter.
has
It
to
could be.
It's in Iwood.
It could be at Cimarron.
It could be at the Field of Dreams.
Uh-huh.
It could be literally in Gorilla Cross Studios, and they'd still.
They're playing over there.
Yeah. Oh, those are all the Charger fans.
All. Hey, you guys, come on in.
Oh, they're here.
All the Chargers. fans.
They made it. So I'm taking the Chiefs and the points.
All right. Frank.
Chiefs, big.
Ravens versus the Texans. I think this is going to be a really good game, but I got the Ravens.
Yes. Ravens. Sorry. I was sitting in the middle of doing two things at once. Ravens.
That's awesome. That's cool.
At least you told everybody. That's
I
fine.
mean,
I love it.
okay.
Now you're doing three things. You're
look,
not talking and
I'm-
doing your
I'm
text
still,
message.
Still trying. Anyway, Lamar Jackson. That's all I have to say. Ravens.
Okay, that's
I
a
mean,
replacement.
you could say more, but what's
We're
the
running
what's the
behind
spread in
ti-
that game?
We're running
7.
behind time.
Well, then you should probably not be doing other stuff.
Baltimore minus 7.
minus 7 at Houston.
At Houston.
Oh man, I'm gonna take Houston with the points, but Baltimore to win the game.
Same. What my friend said.
All right.
Oh.
His name's Craig.
Oh, yeah.
Not anymore. It's friend now.
Friend.
Oh,
Friend now.
Now we're friended.
Friendo.
friendo.
He's my friend list.
Unfriended.
No.
All right, we got the Patriots going into Seattle.
Ooh.
Woo!
12 men.
Cam. Oh, Cam.
man, this is going to be a good game right here. I'm excited
Sunday Night
about this
Football.
one. I have on Sunday Night Football, Cam wants to show out. He's going to be on the stage by himself on Sunday night. I got the Patriots going into Seattle.
Whoa.
Belichick is already hyping up Russell Wilson. He's the best quarterback. I don't know any quarterback's better than him. He's already playing the mind game, trying to hype them up.
Talk to him, Bill.
And so Patriots are going in there, and they're going to put the smack down, and they're going to win this game. You know, it's going to be close, 3-point game. But I got the Patriots going into Seattle.
Seahawks. Patriots defense still is getting older and not as good as it's been.
And not all there because they set the season now. What's the point spread in that one?
3.5.
3.5.
Seattle's minus 3.5?
Yes.
Seattle's minus 3.5, so half a point.
Man, nah, I'm not betting Seattle. I think they win late. Seattle was by field goal late.
I got Patriots plus the points.
Yeah, Patriots
Okay.
plus the points. Seattle's by field goal.
All right, Monday night.
It's lit. Bum, 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 bum.
I got goosebumps.
Oh, yeah, ready for the football?
So that one you're all right.
We got
You're-
racism, Confederate flags.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Get this song
There-
started.
There it is. I was like, that one you're okay with. Oh, okay,
No.
all right. It's like me and Hulk Hogan.
Well, okay,
Don't-
he doesn't like you.
Again,
You
he's
let-
very, very nice.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you're not
but
dating his
in
daughter.
front of your back.
No, I've met him in many random
Just
situations.
don't let his daughter
Yeah.
date you.
Well,
I'm sure you met him.
Listen.
And you were like,
Me and Brooke.
you're like, bye, Hulk. And he was like, Biden,
Bye, Denver Nugget.
Biden,
Bye, Denver.
bye,
And
Denver Nuggets.
move on. I'm so done with you. I'm so done with you. Oh, my God.
Oh, man. Wait,
All right,
who's
what
playing again?
were we talking about?
We're talking about Saints Raiders.
It's history. It's
Oh,
the
man, this
first,
sucks. First game in Vegas.
First
We
game in
can't
Vegas.
see it. I'm going to go over there.
Yep.
I'm going to hang out outside.
Yeah,
I think
tailgate.
a lot of people
They
will.
got a big screen? Because it's lit.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's
Yeah.
what I was saying they should do, but everyone was like, no, don't do it.
Well, yeah,
Who's
they
everyone?
probably shouldn't.
You, Dave,
Oh, no, actually,
everybody,
no, that
the
was
last
me.
time we talked
Oh,
about
I'm
that was
going.
that
I'm
was
taking
me.
Dave.
That was
Good
me.
try, though.
Wait, so
talked
Dave's
about it on
opinion
air.
was everybody?
Well, Dave,
We're
you-
going.
Nah, just me.
Dave was
was
probably
just-
mad about it.
Here, I'm going to tweet him.
Dave.
You have
You're
his,
going to tweet him?
you have his phone number. Anyway,
I'm not excited that the NFL did this to the Raiders. First home game ever in Vegas, and they have them playing the Saints.
well, you know what?
I think Saints are going to blow them out.
It's a Monday Night Football. They ain't worried about your feelings. They need their own
Obviously,
ratings.
they're not.
No kidding.
But they could have put them up against like a division rival, the Broncos, something like that.
Well, this could have been it wouldn't have been the Panthers game, but it could have been,
Couldn't be the Broncos. Broncos already played a Monday night last week.
yeah.
True. Well, they could have made them not play last week.
That's true too.
But I got the Saints. I think it's going to be, a big win for the Saints. I don't see a super close game. I definitely see a double-digit win. But, we'll see. Raiders, they impressed last week. So they got some weapons, but I don't think they're ready yet for the Saints. So I will take the Saints, even though I want the Raiders of Las Vegas, Josh.
This is the Death Star where our opponent's dreams come to die. I'll say the Raiders are going to win in their home opener.
He said hour. Ooh, look at
Whoa.
you.
I'm
jumping
not a
on
Raider
board.
fan.
Come on
I
over.
was- I know. I'm just saying, jump on board,
You
baby.
said
That
it.
was the owner's quote.
I got your jersey for you.
What's the,
That was the owner's quote.
did you say hour or didn't you?
He said it, not me.
You
Well,
didn't
you
just say.
repeated
Oh,
it.
really? Let's rewind the tape. Well, we don't
It's
have
a
to. Everybody heard you.
quote.
I understand.
No,
it.
the
So
owner
you
said
did
that.
say the word hour. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yep.
Boom.
Anyway, I think the Raiders win this joint, bruh.
Daggone it. I was supposed to be by myself.
I think I have
We
got to
at home,
abstain
baby.
because I'm a Raider fan, but I'm going to say the Raiders too. I think it
we
was
didn't.
swept up in the emotionality of it,
Emotionality.
Nice.
and
I like it.
I mean,
We'll check it out.
How could you say emotionality but not sexy? I'm just confused by this. Emotionality, like I said that just now, and I almost had a stroke.
I'm taking the Raiders plus the sex.
Oh, it's the sex points.
Right. Well, it's
Sex,
5.5,
sex
but I'm going to
points.
take 5.5, 6. I mean, it all looks the same.
You know what
Wow.
doesn't look the same? Sex and sexy.
Wow.
On
Vegas hype.
that
Take a sight.
does look the same as what we're doing right now.
Wow. You guys are
Emotionality is actually a
Emotion-
word. That's
I believe it. I just don't understand how that was rolled off so easily.
No, look, listen. The reason I had to check it out was because you looked really confused. You were like, emotionality? You said
I
it
was
like,
is he looking at a teleprompter?
I'm Ron
What's happening?
Burgundy. I had to check it out.
I was gonna say my teleprompter said something else. I said emotionality.
Whales? Nothing.
All right, so I got one more meme.
Oh, man.
Oh, brother.
Oh, no.
That's how him and Sam Cassell probably cried in the locker room. Just
Look at Doc
ugly.
Rivers running.
Oh, wait, is Doc Rivers running?
Stop playing with me, man. Come on, man.
Oh, my
And
God.
Kawhi's the friend, man.
Oh man.
Wow.
Wait,
Man, send that to
Paul-
me.
Pat Bev trick y'all, man. Yeah,
Play
talk
awful.
to him, Russ. Talk to him.
PG 13% is it was
Wow.
was the dude that was brainwashed and was like, no, you must get out of here.
Oh, Daniel Kalu. Is his name? The actor's name?
That's the
No,
head- the
that
main
was
guy.
the main guy.
That's the main guy.
I forget.
Lakeith Stanfield.
Thank
Lakeith
you.
Stanfield,
That's
yeah.
what it is.
Markeith
Yeah.
Morris.
That's it. Markeith Morris.
All right.
Markeith, Mark, and the Funky.
UFC, we got UFC Fight Night this week real quick. Tyron Woodley versus Colby Covington. A fight I'm excited about, except Tyron has not looked good lately. He didn't look good at all against Burns. He looked a step behind him the whole time.
Yeah.
I think he'll be up a lot more for this fight because he's wanted to fight Colby for a long time. He wants to smash his face. I think it's going to be a great fight. Who do you guys got in this fight?
For all the reasons that you just said, I actually think Colby Covington might mess around and win. The fight that we saw when we were there in the house, when it was him and Usman, that fight was extremely close. It wasn't, it ended up ending badly for him, but it was for 4.5 rounds.
Yeah.
That thing was not. It was if it was coming down to a decision, it could have really went either way. So, for that, I say, yeah, I think it's gonna be an interesting fight. I think Covington might win.
I think Woodley might have also got the ring rust bug that happens with fighters who take that much time off after injury when he fought Burns.
That's true.
And so hopefully that doesn't happen to him. And my blackdom will not allow me to pick Colby Covington.
I
so
understand
that's just
that
never going
too.
to happen ever in my entire life.
I do understand.
My
that as
Blackdom
well.
also picks Tyron Woodley. I'm giving Covington PG 13% of winning this chance. Yes, and that's my second pick.
I will say that I do hope that he smashes his face.
I hope he does.
That is not
now,
never not
do
the
I
problem.
think he's going to? I think Colby probably outpoints him, but nah,
Oh.
can't do it. Can't do it. Sorry, I just lied. Nope.
I
not
got
happening.
Woodley winning this. So that's our UFC for today because we're running out of time. I want to talk more about it. But next week is a big fight. Israel Adesanya versus
Ew.
Paulo Costa. And the light heavyweight championship is up.
Hold on.
That's right.
Did you say Woodley and Colby is a fight night?
It's a fight
Yes,
night,
it's a fight night, bro.
What?
which is
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's a fight night.
Yeah,
That's insane.
they're fighting for free.
Yeah, they're
They
fighting.
could.
That could be a card.
Colby has a name. Like he could sell that. That's
so does Woodley.
great. Yeah, but
I low key wish they would have just thrown that on the
yeah,
UFC 253.
I don't understand why they did.
Makes sense.
Because
Makes sense.
there's some good fights on there, but that would have just made it like a really
Mhm.
Oh, that
solid
card would have been
That's a
insane
fight
if they
night.
would have
That
put
is
that.
insane.
fight night
That's
It's,
true.
it's in the Apex.
in the
right?
Apex.
Where
Well-
is the pay-per-view?
The pay-per-view's
I
in
think
Abu
that's
Dhabi.
in Abu Dhabi.
It's in Abu Dhabi,
Oh.
and that might be the reason why, Quan. Simply because think about it, if we gotta then put up 4 guys and give them like the star treatment rooms and all that kind of stuff, it just saves money. So it might
It's in
quietly. It's a
in the
quiet way.
Apex. Yeah,
Yeah.
Colby will probably win that smaller ring.
Smaller
he
ring,
put
yeah.
the pressure on. And you know what happens when 2 wrestlers fight? They never wrestle. So it's probably gonna be stand up the entire time.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll talk about that next week for sure. We might, if we're gonna have UFC 253 here. If you guys are gonna be here, if not, I might go live after the fight and we'll talk about it. If you guys are here, you could do that too.
You might go live.
Frank will be here.
I'll be here.
Every time I say it, well, something pops up. So
I'll
is my
probably
Mountain
be
Dew
at the
still here?
house.
What's that?
My Mountain Dew still here?
Probably.
The Chips Ahoy here.
I don't know.
No,
But
that's
speaking of
not
food, I
looking
got to
good.
go get some food. So,
All right.
yeah. My music is not
I was
playing.
about to say, cue the music. There.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
let's
like,
go.
he's like, you see me pushing it. I'm pushing my Y button. You see it's not working.
Well, no music for the outro today. I don't know what happened,
Perfect.
but listen, check us out every Monday, 1 p.m. West Coast time, every Thursday, 1 p.m. West Coast time right here, Unnamed Sports Show. And because the volume on here was down. There we
was
go.
lit.
There we go. All right, and we are out. Peace.
I'm on my way. Get it like Toby. You on my way. Don't get cozy. Give me my trophies. Yeah. I had to pray. I had to kill off the old me. Yeah. Had to focus a lot. I'ma shoot my shot. Kobe. Yeah. Killing my verses. Living my purpose. Yeah. Killing my burdens. Giving my service. Yeah. I had to pray.